to know you better, not just to know more about you, and to encourage the kids to do the same.
Amen. Be with us tonight, Lord. Help the youth to see you, to look beyond us, to see your reality, your unlimited worth, your grace, and just the absolute love you have for them and for all of us. Help us be wise to navigate through the challenges that online brings. Help us to be wise in navigating through the challenges that the excitement, Discord, and a online reunion sort of brings. To use our time wisely, for everyone to have fun, but also to learn and really set their minds and their hearts on you. Be with us, grow us as your people so we can grow your people. Use us as your vessel for your glory. And help us, when there's sometimes little to see, but help us to know that you are actually working in people's hearts, that you are in control, and this time is valuable.
Welcome.
Hey guys.
This is it's a bit weird. We're not kind of centered. That's alright.
Yeah, no.
How we doing, guys? No one can speak back to me, but that's alright.
Idiot. Okay, rough start for Adam, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen Adam in ages.
Yeah,
It's been so
yeah.
long.
Last time you guys saw me, I don't think I had a beard, but
Yeah, me neither. I think I was clean shaven
I
then as
don't
well.
think there's anything there.
What?
Oh no.
Oh.
But yeah, the beard, guys, tell me, rate it out of 10. What do you guys think?
Drop a comment.
Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe, do all those. It's a bit itchy right here. It's okay. Does it make me look older?
More Arabic?
More Arabic? Yeah? I feel like I've already got the Arab part down.
A little bit.
But yeah,
Fair.
let's check these comments.
Should be starting to come in.
Yeah, how's ISO life been? Landon? ISO life has been rubbish.
Yeah.
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 Would you say
It's
the
not
same?
as good as non-ISO life.
Yeah.
I would say that definitively, but
Yeah, I
parts of it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Jacob rates your beard a half out of 10.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Jacob!
I reckon that's pretty fair.
Kid, what? Someone kick him from the chat.
Matt is 13 out of 10.
Ah, always my favourite. Georgia, 11 out of 10, thank you. Yes.
Definitely more Arabic.
More Arabic. Cool.
Probably true.
You know-
Jacob's gone up to, gone down to 0.2.
Okay, point 2. You know, I'm going to take the half and live with it.
They can rate my beard later, but they say that most weeks.
Yeah, they do. They do.
This is
Yeah.
Adam's moment, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
trying to steal
come
the
on.
spotlight.
Yeah. Yeah, what were we talking about before this? ISO life?
ISO, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
been excellent, you know, staying at home, doing uni from home. It's kind of really the same old, but you guys are starting school back on Monday.
Some people would have started already, I think.
Some people would have started already.
Yeah.
The day you leave.
We aren't 1.5 meters away. Hey, that's a good observation, and we're not going to stick to that rule for now.
I was about to say the computer's deceptive or something.
I mean,
but-
yes, that's what it is. The computer closes the gap.
Yeah. The camera is huge.
Yeah.
Have you picked up any ISO hobbies or anything, Adam?
This beard is one of them.
Growing beard.
Growing beard.
That's one.
Check. It takes a lot of energy. I have to eat
Do you trim it?
extra. I don't yet. See, I'm not going to keep the beard. The beard is going as soon as I go back to uni or something
way.
like that. Yeah. ISO hobbies for me have included not much. We're getting back into surfing, I think. We're going to do it.
Adam, do you have a surfing story to tell everyone?
Well, do you want to show us
I
something
mean,
about
look,
your surfing?
it's not really that incredible, but I will show it just because we're looking for a few more minutes to kill.
We're not killing time.
Sorry?
We're not killing
No, we're not. But yeah, I was surfing one day. I was in a place called Kilcare. I was with someone you guys don't know. His name was James Tugwell. Maybe you know him.
It is James.
Sorry?
It still is, yeah.
It still
to clarify.
it still is James.
Yeah.
He didn't die in the story. Yeah, and I took a big wave, and you know, as you guys know,
Oh, sorry. He also could have gotten married and taken her name.
true. You know,
But he
funny
didn't. But he
story. I'm actually thinking of doing that.
Really?
Yeah, legit. You can get this because I was reading an article on the ABC, and they were like, who gets discriminated the most in the workplace, right? And it turns out it was Asians at 83%, and then Arabs not too far behind, 82%. So I was
Wait,
thinking,
82% of Arabs get discriminated
yeah,
against?
at least they feel like they get
Okay,
discriminated
because I was
against
going to
in the
say, this
workplace.
is way more than 100%.
Yeah,
of this point, but-
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But so I was thinking, I marry a white girl and I take her last name. So when they're looking at resumes and then like stuff like that, my name will be like something like Mitchell or
I like
Gray.
Georgia makes
Like
a
that.
good point that you need a
You got
girlfriend
100 out of
first.
10.
I need yes.
That's step one.
Yeah. Step one, get a girlfriend. Or yeah,
Step two, 1 month later,
1 month.
propose.
Or it depends where I'm at. You know, like I'm obviously not gonna get married if I'm still in uni. That's
True.
You know.
Give it a
George
year.
just said you need a girlfriend first.
Yeah. No, I know. Okay, I get it. I don't have a girlfriend, guys. I know.
Rough.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were telling a surfing
I was telling a
story at one
surfing
point.
story, and then we got to the topic of my marriage and my workplace, or my lack of.
Hugo was just like Arab
Yes, Arab moment. You're right. But yeah, I was surfing. I caught a big wave, and then I, gracefully stacked it. But the surfboard, obviously, it's attached to my leg, so it swung back up and cut me on my knee, and now it's left a very ugly-looking scar on my knee. I'm gonna get up and show you guys. Actually, where is it? Oh,
I think it's gnarly.
Guys.
Is the word I would
You're doing
use.
one-legged squat here.
yeah, you're right.
It doesn't look as good on the.
It doesn't look as
the
good on
I
camera.
think.
But as Kern said, it does look very
I would say gnarly.
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 See, that's a surf term that we use, guys. I've been surfing for like 3 weeks now, so I think I know all the terms.
Yeah.
How's
But
ISO
you've
life?
got a good surfing story. So
I do. It's a decent surfing
think
story.
that's-
But yeah,
That's a good start.
that's a great start. What's ISO life been like for you, Elliot?
ISO life for me has been pretty similar. I haven't taken up the hobby of growing a beard, but
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I
Right.
can give him a close up
Right.
as well. But what hobbies have I? I haven't really taken up any hobbies. I've just continued to. So I've got a basketball hoop out the back. I spend a lot of time out there
Right.
shooting hoops.
Do you also have a ball?
Bit of a baller. Yeah, I've got a ball, several balls as well.
More
lying-
than two,
lying around
or
there.
how many?
There's a whole. What's the word?
A bag.
It's like a coffin, but you put sports equipment in it.
Crate?
Crate. Let's go with that. But a crate.
Just a
Crate.
box.
I think of like a milk crate. Anyway, there's a box with a lot of basketballs in it that I use. Do a lot of reading. Yeah, I don't know. But if you guys have taken up any ISO hobbies in the last week or before that, drop them in the comments because we'd like to hear some ideas. Because I don't know about you, Adam, but I've got plenty of time for hobbies now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's.
Yeah, I've gotten back into reading. Actually, I'm reading a bit more.
What are you reading?
I'm reading a few books at the same time, guys, and I'm starting
That's
to lose
always
track.
the way.
I'm starting to lose track. I'm reading something by Neil Gaiman, is how I think he's pronounced his name. It's called American Gods, and it's like a fantasy kind of, not fantasy, but almost like fantastical kind of thing. Then I'm reading this kind of existential book called The Road, I think. I forget by who it's by, but my mate Will lent it to me. And then I'm reading The Myth of Sisyphus. Yeah. I picked it up with Will,
Nice.
one of our friends who doesn't lead at the attic, but he
Oh,
does
Bill.
yes, he does go to church at Haberfield now. But yeah, we picked it up, started to read it together. That's been good, you know.
That's cool.
Get a bit of activity for the brain because that hasn't been happening recently.
Is Sisyphus the guy who rolls the rock up the hill and then it
Yeah,
falls back down
So
every day?
yeah, it just falls back down when
That's
he gets
rough.
close to the top.
That's right.
Yeah, story of our lives, as some people would say.
ISO right now? Or
As yeah, pretty
just
much
generally?
ISO. Not generally, usually, but yeah. So you've
Yeah.
not gotten into much. You've just
well,
been doing the same
I've been
old,
reading a
same
bit
old.
as well. I came across a pretty good book called Knowing God by Packer. Really interesting stuff. But I'm not reading any fiction at the moment, and I feel like I should be because now's the time.
Expand your creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Improve your imagination.
Yeah. And another thing is, all of you guys pretty much would know Richard Glover, who was here until like last year. And he was telling me today, one of the reasons to read books. So if you're like, school makes me read books and it sucks, continue to read books even when school doesn't make you, because apparently it makes you more empathetic to other people when you read a lot of fiction. So there you go.
That's interesting. Where'd you read that?
Yeah. Is Richard empathetic?
Where'd you read that?
He's a bit of a wimp.
That's
No, Richard told me.
Ah, Richard told you.
Is Richard tuned in?
I don't know. Probably not.
Hope not.
You better be.
Yeah, in
Sure.
some ways, yeah, some ways.
Surely you just like run over
I'd be
across
worried.
the street and
True.
knock on his door.
He's just out there.
Yeah.
One week we can surely live stream us running to his house.
Yeah. Yeah. So the next thing that's going to happen is, Kern, tell them what's going to happen.
Yeah, so we're gonna have community time.
No.
No.
No. Read.
Oh, sorry.
We've got.
Well, that's what was next on the screen. We're going to set up a game. It's a bit of a treasure hunt, and do you want to intro? Ollie is gonna give us a bit of a rundown on how it's gonna work.
He's gonna
Not that
explain it
I'm
to us.
out of the loop, just
Yours.
I feel
Let's
like
go.
Ollie
Let's
might
go.
do a better job.
you want to say something, Meta Addict? This is you upside down. And by you, I mean it's me watching you watching us. That's meta. Alright, sick. So, what's going to happen is Emily, who is here but not here, she's watching with you guys and on Discord, eventually Discord, have set up a treasure hunt, scavenger hunt, a list of things for you guys to find. What we're going to do, what we're going to do is I'm going to put the link to the Google Doc in both the YouTube comments and in Discord, the general chat. What you got to do is you got to download it so you've got your own copy of it, and then we're going to give you 10 minutes to find those things. Now, there's a combination of things in your house and on the internet, so you're going to decide how to best split your time. The Discord will be open if you wanted to chat in your groups about it, but you don't have to do that because you're going to be running around. It's just going to be open. And when you're done, importantly, this is how we're going to know who wins. We've got an email account which is attached to us, and I put the password for it. And when you're done, you got to send the Google Doc to the email, which is on the Google Doc, and the first email in with a completed list wins. Does that make sense? Other leaders in the room who are looking at me?
Yep.
Sick. Does anyone have any questions in the chat? Because I'll give you a little bit of time while I find the link.
Jackson has a question.
Jackson, what is it?
If you're not upside down, are you downside up?
Yeah. Yeah, normal life is downside up.
Nice.
Alright, so yeah. Right?
Yeah, this
Just
is
be confident, mate. Go.
No, I was confident. Then Christian started questioning me.
Yeah, I did. It was him.
I just
No,
have the right
downside-
way up.
No, well, but our anyway.
Downside up
Yeah,
is
yeah.
surely the same as
So do
upside
we
down.
take pictures of everything?
Yes, good point. So in the thing, the list of things for you to find, there will be things in your house, and if you take a picture of that and then put it in your Word doc, or if it's on the internet, you can take a screenshot or a URL or whatever you think is best. And if you've got siblings in your house, you might be fighting over one or two things. So don't hurt each other or do it in... Anyway, you'll figure that out. So I'm going to put the link now, and you've got until 7:25 to email it in, and we'll give you verbal warnings on this and in Discord if you're there of when to wrap up. So it is in the chat. You're going. You better be ready. It's also here in case you're on that. And you're away, and so I'm going to be watching the emails closely. While we're watching the emails closely, I'm just going to sit here and watch you guys stress out. / I might open a Discord or two and see if anyone's in
we
there.
let them have edit access.
Oh, don't edit it. Ah!
They're all about that.
Should not have said that.
You lose if you edit.
It's alright, I think Emily might be.
If you edit it, you're a loser. And I will check who edits this.
No.
No, not here. All right. Delete that. So, I think I've made myself clear. You got to download your own one. If you don't know how to do that, you click File in the top left, and you go Download, and as Microsoft Word. I should have thought about this, but it's all part of the youth group fun. So, if you're...
What's the emails?
The email's on the Google Doc. It is theattic.ccrw@gmail.com. theattic.ccrw@gmail.com. But it's also in your Word doc. You know what? I'm just going to open this. And if you're on Discord, you can join the general chat, and I can hear you. And you can be live on the stream via my laptop, unless I think you're annoying or loud, and then I'll mute you. But that's unlikely, because I know all of you, and you're not going to be annoying. But I think you're all probably rushing, and probably not even at your computer.
Emily's fixed it. We can't edit.
Yes. Go, Emily. but can they still download it?
I'm sure.
File, download.
15 things.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah, some of them are going to be real quick because they're on your computer, and so you can do like 3 in a minute. Let me show you, Christian, you had a look at them. Do you ever, do any of you in the room know a movie that came out in 1999 off the top of your head?
Yeah. That's not off the top of your head.
I watched it like last night.
Oh.
Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life. Oh, interesting
Shrek.
chat. Shrek? No, Shrek was post
No,
Millennium.
the first Shrek.
Shrek.
The first Shrek, sure.
Surely not.
Bug's Life is 1998.
Shrek is 2001.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, no. That's like the 80s.
What?
Jurassic Park came out in 1993. Not the 80s, but not 99. When did... No, Ice Age was post 2000. Toy Story?
That was like 95 or something.
Toy Story 1995. Good chat. Toy Story 2.
Yeah. It's in.
1999, I gave you an answer. Let's see
Yeah,
if...
what else can we help with?
Imogen needs clearing up. What we're doing.
Alright. I've lost where my YouTube is. Alright, so what you're doing is you've got the Google Doc, which looks like
22 this month.
uh,
Next month.
this. I'll put it in the chat again. It looks like that. It's the list. What you got to do is you got to fill those things in with images of what they are, and then send them to the email at the top of the Google Doc, which is theattic.ccrw@gmail.com. Oh look, there are people in the Discord. They're going to be on. Boys, how you doing? Are you winning? Oh, I can hear myself. This is meta. Jackson, are you winning?
What's Jackson playing after?
Landon, do you know what to do?
Great.
Not really? Alright, did you get the Google Doc?
Same flavour. Yeah.
Alright. Can you find any of those things? Maybe on the internet or in real
I may
life?
have changed.
It just needs to be a picture. Yeah, you can get a picture of Richard, or if you know any of the previous ones before that. Alright, well Richard will do.
Right, there's a great picture of Richard. I'm not
Maybe-
gonna say where it is.
You can put any meme as long as it's appropriate. That's number 12. I'm going to jump off Discord because I don't like hearing myself, but I hopefully that sorted you out a little bit. Alright. Whoa, what's making the noise now? That's making the noise. Sick.
What's the correct fun fact about Hungarian geography?
Well, a correct one means factually accurate, and then they can just choose any fact about Hungarian
Yeah.
geography.
What about what's that? I don't know anything about
Yeah, nor do I, but they've got the internet. As do you. What you could do is just the weather in Hungary today, because that would be a fun fact about the geography in
Mate,
Hungary that I did not
it. What
know.
about that Andrew Cadday, his family used to live in Hungary.
Human geography is boring. Geography of land.
I hate geography.
That's where it's at.
I dropped
Is
it.
anyone? Do we have how many year 11s around do we have, or 12s? Not many, right?
There's some.
Matt, I know you're in year 11. There might be some others that I can't remember off the top of my head. If you're doing geography for the HSC, let us know. Which is better? Which is a better type of geography? People or places? Because they're the two categories in my head. You've got about 5 minutes. I wonder if I've got any emails yet. 2 people have combined, apparently.
Yes, Hannah and Jacob.
That makes sense. Siblings working together. That's good. We don't have any winners yet. Christian, do you have a favourite meme that you can verbally describe to me, which is appropriate for the attic? Because you only like things that are appropriate for the attic.
Do I like memes?
Surely. Memes are just the 21st century joke.
Oh, there was some.
Wait, does Christian know what a meme is?
Oh, Christian, do you know what a meme is? How can you describe a meme for me?
Oh,
What is a meme?
that's hard though.
No, what is a meme?
Definitely definable.
An ironic picture.
No,
That's what I have to call it. Doesn't meme have to be a picture?
No, it could be a video.
What? This is news to
All right.
me.
Ready for Google's definition of meme?
Yeah.
An element of a culture or system of behavior passed from one individual to another by imitation or other non-genetic means. Or, number 2,
Non-genetic means.
an image, video, piece of text, etc., typically humorous in nature that is copied and spread rapidly by internet users, often with slight variations. That's a better definition of meme.
This is why I don't have a favorite, because I don't use the internet other than Facebook.
All right, leaders in here, what is one thing in here that you can make into a hat?
The
I
high.
mean, if you can't do it, I will.
I
This
will
is my
make a
hat.
hat. Oh, can I screw?
Oh yeah, can you paper
I don't know how. Oh, yes,
fold
okay.
a paper fold? Do you fold a paper into a hat?
So they just like this.
I wonder how many people listened to us talking about which movie was released in 1999.
What did you come up with?
Toy Story 2.
Ah,
Yeah.
I was thinking Transformers would be around then, but that might have been later.
Like the one with Shia LaBeouf.
No, that was definitely
It was like 2007.
Was it that late?
Yeah. I reckon it was 2007. Thank you, Ingrid. That's a nice hat. Transformers.
2000.
I swear there was a movie like that was released in 2000.
2007! Look who's got primary school facts in his head. I can correlate a lot of...
What's your favorite primary school fact? That's a good
Oh.
question.
Um,
I don't think I have.
cockroaches can survive an atomic bomb.
But is it true?
I think so.
See, primary school facts have to be true.
Yeah, I know. Cows have 4 stomachs.
Mm.
That's a good primary school fact.
Actually,
I before E except after C, but it's also not true because you learn
That's
that.
not a fact.
But you, yeah,
That's
it
an
is
English
definitely a
law.
fact.
No, it's not a fact.
It's a fact.
Listen.
It is true in primary schools. You don't learn about the other ones.
No, a primary school fact is like those things that you spread around the playground, which you think is really cool at the time, and then everyone just knows it because, like, cows have 4 stomachs.
did you know cows actually have one stomach with 4 compartments?
Well, that's like saying you've got 4 hearts.
Hugo sent it.
Hugo, did he send one
Yeah,
in?
but I don't.
Oh, huge!
That's
Hugo
not
Miller. No, but a heart has 4 chambers.
Yeah, but we don't say we have 4 hearts.
Yeah, but no, I reckon cows have 4 stomachs. No, I'm gonna
I'm
Google
willing to.
Cow
I googled it like yesterday.
digestive
I literally googled it
system.
yesterday. I don't know why.
cow digestive system.
But I think
Oh, boo!
they don't.
They don't have 4 stomachs. They've just got like lots of bits in their stomach. A complex 4-compartment stomach. There you go. Thank you, beef to live.
Why are we googling this?
I've got a
I
fact for
clearly
you.
have more of a primary school
A
level
rainbow
knowledge.
mantis shrimp, when it punches with its claw, punches that fast that the surface of the water is the same temperature as the sun.
That's true.
No way.
It's true.
My favourite
It is.
fact. Yeah.
How
they
does
can
it?
break aquarium graded glass too.
All right, Hugo, I'm looking at yours. That is a
Like
great
pistol
photo of
shrimp or
Richard.
something, that would be-
Rainbow
That is a
mantis.
tall
Yeah.
photo of a wine
So
glass.
interesting.
However, I question whether or not you took that photo. You've given me the centimeters. That's good. Your correct fun fact about Hungarian geography is to the north of Hungary are the. Well, you're fixing it now. Carpathian Mountains.
You probably didn't even Google that either, not Hugo.
Or Carpathian Mountains. An image maybe posted released in 1999. The Matrix. Something you can use to make into a hat that looks like fur, or your dog. Do you have a dog? List the object in your house that makes the most annoying noise. Well, you've got 3. Cats, washing machine, computer. A picture of an Animal Crossing neighbour. You've got a monkey. I don't play Animal Crossing. I don't know who that is. 1 image of your favourite book series. Any guesses that aren't Ken because he's looking at a computer?
Hugo's?
Yeah.
I don't know what your favorite
It's Harry Potter.
No, it's the Bible.
Oh.
The CCRW homepage, he's got it, ccrw.org.au. A YouTube link to your favourite song, I'm going to look at that later, but it's by Rocky Volovich.
Cool.
Some K-pop URLs that I will maybe look at later. That is a meme. Don't do drug. That looks like chemistry. Oh, no, that's physics. I know Ohm's law. Don't worry. That is my favourite Disney movie, Aladdin. And that is something that you can recycle. Well done. Hugo.
Wasn't Aladdin also 999?
Yay!
And look at that. Just as we hit 7:25, we've got a number 2 as well from the Alperts. I think they were teaming up. If you want to finish those off and send them in, that is something that you can do. And I would love to see all the things that you come up with in the email address that I gave you guys. If you didn't understand it, sorry for giving other people a head start on you, but that's alright. We'll have a different type of game next week. And now we're going to do a sneaky transition where you can't see anything until the next person's here. Oh, look, it's Wilfred Zaha. Boom.
Hey, how are we? Are we all gathering back in to sit around and chat? It is me. I'm Ingrid. I'm back for community time because we're still going to have community time even online, which is very exciting. But it's a little sad this week because we actually are saying goodbye to a couple of leaders who have been around the attic for different lengths of time, and it's always sad to see leaders go, but often is the wisest or the best decision for them. So this week we will be farewelling Evan and farewelling James, who, have been around. I think we have a video from both of them.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch that and then I'll be back. I just don't know how to get to the video.
See if that works. Let's see if that works. Let's see if this works.
Yay!
Hello, everyone at the attic. I'm broadcasting
Here
to you
called that.
from
And what they
somewhere
seem
where
to
I am
be
a lot at the moment, which
are
is my home
the
office,
what we
doing
elsewhere
a
in
lot
Scripture
of
would
Zoom meetings,
know of
which is a
as
whole
the
lot of fun. I'm
cherubim.
sure everyone
These
is pretty
creatures,
sick of Zoom.
animal-like
But,
wings,
just a little
flying
quick
around,
message to let you
protecting
guys know.
God's
I'm not sure if
throne,
Christians let
worshiping
you know
God.
yet, but,
Isaiah has
I'm
this
afraid I won't be able
vision.
to
He calls them
continue
seraphim.
Yep.
with the attic anymore.
And you
it's just
pointed
something
out that
Yeah.
I can't really
seraphim
fit into
Yeah.
my week
means
at the
snake.
moment. Everything's
It's the
just
Hebrew
been
word
pretty
for
busy.
snake.
It's the Hebrew word for
especially with
snake.
all the
Now,
COVID
many
stuff,
people
so
have checked into that
I
and
just want
said,
to say thanks for
when I look
having
up the
me
word
as a leader
seraphim,
last term.
yeah,
It
snake
was,
is a
lot of
possible
fun to get to know
translation,
some of
but
you
it
guys,
also
and I
just
really
the idea
hope,
of the burning ones
you guys just
Yeah.
keep
is a
enjoying
translation.
yourselves.
Yeah.
Keep
So are we
reading the
pushing
Bible,
it too
keep praying
far?
together,
Could it just
keep,
actually mean a burning
looking
one and
after
not
one another, and
necessarily a
keep
snake?
hanging
Yeah.
out on
And
Friday
are
nights,
we
'cause
trying
that's
to
what
too
it's
neatly
what it's
tie
all
this
for.
idea
So,
of the serpent in the garden
and look
Yeah.
after your
to
week.
a spiritual being in God's
Yeah,
throne?
so a lot of this is due to confusion about how the Hebrew language works.
Okay.
How, so maybe just facts on the ground. The Hebrew word seraphim, it's a Hebrew plural noun. The im is a plural. So the noun is just
Hello, everyone at
saraf.
the attic.
Saraf.
I'm broadcasting
So the noun
to you
saraf
from
appears 8
somewhere
times
where
in
I
the
am
Hebrew
a lot
Bible.
at the moment, which is my
And
home office.
never
doing
once
a
does
lot
it
of
refer
Zoom
to
meetings, which is a whole lot of fun. I'm
a
sure
burning
everyone is
creature
getting pretty
or a
sick of
creature
Zoom.
on fire.
But
It
yeah,
means
just a little
snake
quick message to let
every
you guys
single
know.
one
I'm
of
not
those
sure if
times
Christians
In the
let you
Hebrew
know yet,
scriptures.
in the
but,
Hebrew Bible.
Every time.
I'm afraid I
Yes.
won't be
Means
able
snake.
to
If you look
continue
up
with
the
attic
word
anymore.
in
It's just
the
something
standard Hebrew,
I can't
Aramaic
really fit into my week at the moment.
lexicon of the Old
Everything's just been
Testament,
pretty
or
busy,
in the
especially with all the
classic Brown
COVID
Driver
stuff,
Briggs Hebrew
so
lexicon. These are
I just wanted
these are
to-
dictionaries of ancient biblical Hebrew. You just look up the word
Hello,
saraf,
everyone at the attic.
and the first meaning
I'm
is snake.
broadcasting to you
And then they give you
from
there's only 8 examples.
somewhere
in the
where
Hebrew
I am
Bible.
a lot at the moment, which
It's
is
in
my
Numbers
home
21,
office,
the saraf
doing a
that
lot of
bite the
Zoom
Israelites, and then he makes a bronze saraf. Moses does to go on a staff.
Hello,
Moses
everyone
talks
at the
about the
attic.
seraphim
I'm broadcasting
that
to you
bit the Israelites
from-
in the wilderness. That same story. In the book of Isaiah, he mentions these seraphim 3 times. One of them is in that vision Isaiah sees. And then in 2 other times, in Isaiah 14 and Isaiah 30, he talks about a flying seraph, a seraph with wings that flies. And it's in poetry, and he's describing a flying snake. He just says it straight up.
very
Hello.
clear.
A flying snake, yeah. So the flying snakes occur
somewhere where I am a lot at the moment, which is my home office, doing a lot of Zoom meetings, which is a whole lot of fun. I'm sure everyone is getting pretty sick of Zoom. But yeah, just a little quick message to let you guys know. I'm not sure if Christians let you know yet, but I'm afraid I won't be able to continue with the attic anymore. It's just something I can't really fit into my week at the moment. Everything's just been pretty busy, especially with all the COVID stuff. So I just want to say thanks for having me as a leader last term. It was a lot of fun to get to know some of you guys, and I really hope you guys just keep enjoying yourselves, keep reading the Bible, keep praying together, keep looking after one another, and keep hanging out on Friday nights, because that's what it's all for. So, and look after your leaders as well. So have fun, and I might see some of you guys around church.
Hey Attic, how you doing? Just thought I'd quickly make a video to explain that I'm not going to be at Attic this term, which is really, really sad for me because I love hanging out with you guys. But thought I'd just explain why. My degree, my music degree, is getting more and more intense towards the end. I'm kind of in my 4th year now. And so the expectation and standard that's expected of me is getting higher and higher. So I'm having to dedicate more and more time and energy to that, which means that when it gets to Friday, I just don't have that energy left to give you guys 100%, which is of course what I want to be doing. And the other reason is my own mental health. It's so important to take care of your mental health. So I'm kind of trying to make as much time in my schedule to recover and start creating some mental space for myself, which means unfortunately I have to make sacrifices such as Attic, which is really, really sad. But I'm hoping to come back as soon as I can, but I'm not going to be doing that until I know that I'm in a good space and it's a good time to do that. However, I will still be at church, which means any one of you guys that go to St. John's at 6 p.m, you'll see me around, and always happy to say hi, and I'm always around, so keen. I love seeing you guys, and I hope you're all healthy and safe, and I'll hopefully see a lot of you guys really soon.
We're back. Thanks for sticking with us in those technicalities, guys. We sorted it out, but it was great to hear from both Evan and James. And I'm just going to pray for them now before we move on. So if you'd like to pray with me, please do. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for Evan and for James, and for the service that they have brought to the attic across the different terms that they have been here for. Lord, we thank you that you have given them gifts, that you have saved them, and that they just have a great love and passion for you. Lord, we ask that you'll be with them through this time in a year that looks really different. We really ask that you'll draw close to them, that they'll know who you are, and that you are in control of it all. We pray that even though we will miss them, that you will continue to be working in their lives, and that you might continue the attic to be a place where we get to know more about you. Amen.
Amen.
Christian.
Thanks, Ingrid. This is very awkward, right?
Yeah, I hate it.
Sit. Nah, that doesn't. Oh, that can't. Nah, that doesn't work. All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Elliot. Maybe.
We can tell we're pros at this, right?
Yeah, there we go. How's that? Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to term 2 of the attic. Feels almost strange that this online setting is now the norm, perhaps for the next little while, but also hopefully you're getting by just fine and starting to get almost used to it. Possibly, who knows when we'll be meeting back. But just imagine how amazing it's going to be when we are able to finally meet again in person. I'm certainly missing all of you guys and look forward to that day. Last week we had a one-off night where we attended Kick online. Hopefully you guys were able to tune in for that. That was great. And yes, we looked at what it means to look to and to follow Jesus, either continually as you walk with him in your own life, or perhaps for the first time ever. Wherever you are at, the attic is a safe space for you to explore Christianity, to explore what it means to be a follower of Jesus, and to ask questions and challenges and grow in your relationship with God. For this term, we're going to be looking at the book of James. James is a brother of Jesus who was not a believer during Jesus' ministry, and to be honest, who can really blame him? He probably thought Jesus was a little mad. I mean, how would you react if your brother went around claiming to be God? However, something remarkable happened after Jesus' death. James has a complete change of heart and becomes a Christian leader in the early church, eventually being killed for his belief that his brother Jesus was God. And it was the resurrection appearances of Jesus that changed everything for him. So hopefully you are as excited as I am to open up this book and to see what James has to tell us about Jesus and about our own faith towards him. We will begin our talks again from next week, but just for tonight we're going to watch a quick video from a YouTube channel called The Bible Project, and that will give us a good oversight about what the book of James is all about. After that, we will go and meet in our discussion groups on Discord per usual, and then we'll continue the night from there.
Can you just talk for a minute?
Yep, I'm just going to fill in time while Ollie gets this video up for us. You'd meet there and then, yep.
Yeah, he's doing exam.
All right.
Sorry, 1 minute. We'll
More
get this
technical
vid.
difficulties,
Hopefully,
guys.
this time you can only hear the video, and you can't hear James or Evan talking when they're not supposed to be. And this is why you have professional people do this and not volunteers. No, just kidding. We're doing all right. All right.
Are we muted?
Translates his Hebrew name
I think is meant to
Yaakov.
refer
And that's
both
why
to the
most
human
ancient
and
and modern
spiritual ruler
translations render his name as
icon,
Jacob.
Babylon,
That's what we're going to
the
call him in this
actual
video.
king of Babylon.
Now, there are many
and
Jacobs
also
in the New
like,
Testament.
the
Two of
dominion
them
he's
belong
under
to
by the
Jesus'
spiritual
inner circle of the
powers,
12 disciples.
behind
But this
Babylon.
letter comes
So
from
Isaiah
the
goes into
Jacob
this poem
who was
to
the
talk
half-brother
about
of
how,
Jesus himself.
the
Now, we
ruler of
learn this
Babylon
Jacob's
was like
story
the
from the
morning
book of
star.
Acts and from Paul's
Hebrew, he
letters.
says,
After Peter moved on
it's
from
the
Jerusalem
Hillel
to go
ben
start
Shachar,
new
or the
churches,
shining
Jesus'
one,
half-brother
the son of
Jacob
the dawn.
rose to prominence as a leader in the
brilliant from
mother
Isaiah's
church
part.
in Jerusalem.
Isaiah
It was
is
made up
Cyprus,
mostly
right?
of Messianic or
Venus.
Christian
Yeah.
Jews.
Yeah.
This
So
was the
tapping
first
into,
Christian community ever.
yeah,
And we know that it
astronomical
fell on
phenomenon.
hard
Yeah.
times
The last
during
star
the
that
20
hangs on.
years that
Yeah, the
Jacob was
brightest
its
star.
leader.
From the
There was a
sunrise.
famine that
The
led
one
to
that
great
hangs on the
poverty
latest
in the
as the
region,
sun rises.
and these Messianic
So,
Jews were
and
being
that's what we
persecuted
call
by
Venus
Jewish
today.
leaders
It
in
had lots of
Jerusalem.
names, that
But
planet.
through it all, Jacob was known as
but
a
it's
pillar
developed a
of
lot
the
of
Jerusalem church.
stories
He was
and
also known as a
mythologies in many
peacemaker
cultures
who led with
about
wisdom and
the star
courage
that hangs
until he
on
was
to, like,
tragically
in
murdered.
rebellion against
And
the
in this
sun.
book,
Like,
we
I
have the
can
legacy of
understand.
Jacob's
Yeah,
teaching
totally
and
understand.
wisdom, condensed
Canaanite
into a
mythology,
short and very powerful
that
work. The book
figure is called Hillel ben Shachar, the son of the dawn, the shining one. So what Isaiah is doing is he's actually tapping into a well-known story.
All right. Sorry about that. This is silly. I don't know what's going on. As I said in the chat at some point, we're using a new computer, and so I don't know exactly what the problem is, but I know how to fix one of them. So instead of doing that, we're just going to watch that in Discord. The leaders know how to, I hope, how to share a screen, and you can just watch them share it, so you can all watch it once. All of the chats should be open. Thank you for tuning in. If you don't have the Discord link, you should by now. And if you don't, someone... Oh yes, Christian's going to write an email down, because you all have email. Say again? Alright, I can put it on the live stream, but text being... Well, we put it there before. That's how they all got it originally. Anyway, Christian's going to write this down. All the leaders in here are going to find their own space to do their groups, because we can't all be in the same room. Because if you and I and Ingrid are talking, it'll be like one mega group, and it won't really be a discussion group. So Christian is very quickly... I mean, I could have just typed it on here. I'm just going to type it on here, Christian.
Yeah, you can do...
Oh, no, not that one.
Yeah.
What is the email?
Christian@cciw.org.au.
Christian... nope. You can all still hear me, hopefully. Oh, dot. How good is being good at technology? Alright, the text will say Christian. What was it?
At CCIW.
All right, email that if you don't have the Discord. Oh, there's a .au there. Wrong way. There you go. We'll see you guys soon in the Discord. You can't see me, so I'm not going to wave. All right.
Well done.
Cool.
Let's do this thing.
Do you need Discord?